The Beetle. I came home from walking around about my farm when I noticed a strange insect clinging to my arm. Whatever was this creature I'd accidentally caught? It had iridescent colours, a beetle of some sort. I placed it in a matchbox, for I knew that night I'd see a friend of mine down the pub who studied entomology. That night I opened the matchbox for my pal to take a peep. He just gaped at it in awe. I thought he was going to weep. He said to me, "By golly, this is so rare. I mean, it's called the rarey beetle because so few are ever seen. No one has ever studied them, so nothing is really known of what they eat or how they live or where they make their home. Wow, a rarey beetle. You're a very lucky man. Take it home and keep it and learn all that you can." I determined I'd keep the rarey, keep it at home with me. Perhaps I'd write a paper for the scientists to see. I left it in the matchbox and I took myself to bed. The next morning I came downstairs. The box was ripped to shreds. At first I never saw the rarey and I got in quite a rage until I suddenly spotted it inside the budgie's cage. I put my hand into the cage and took the rarey out. The budgerigar was missing, lots of feathers all about. I put the rarey in a cardboard box. I placed it on the floor, but it was now twice the size that it had been before. Whoa! It's eaten the budgerigar! I was quite shocked at that, but not as shocked as the next day when the rarey ate the cat. The beetle was now a real big thing, bigger than my shoe, but not as big as the next day when the dog went missing too. My scientific exercise was becoming quite a fright. I took the rarey to the barn for it to spend the night. The next morning I went to the barn wondering what I'd see. Both my pigs were missing and the beetle, big as me. Strangely, I wasn't frightened as it nudged up to my arm. I sort of knew instinctively that it meant me no harm. But I must reappraise my plans, which was sensible of course, but I took too long about it. Next day it ate the horse. Then it ate half of my cows. It doubled in size once more. I must rid myself of this, as now it's made me poor. I must end this horror, and I must do it today. So I coaxed it up on the large trailer I used to shift my hay. I then coupled up the tractor and drove it up the hill. The rarey seemed to enjoy the ride, and he just kept quite still. At the top of the hill was a canyon. Its sides were very steep. It provided a near vertical drop some 1,000 meters deep. I backed the trailer to the edge. The trailer was the tipping kind. Suddenly a voice cried out, "What have you got in mind?" I then looked around me, but no one could I see. Then I realised it was the rarey that had just spoke to me. I stood there agape, with great big staring eyes. He said, "Don't look so shocked. When rareys reach my size, their vocal cords mature, and we can speak like you. So, what do you think you're doing? Explain yourself, pray do." I'm going to tilt the trailer and tip you into the void. You've eaten me out of house and home, and you must be destroyed." I looked at him just standing there, and then without a twitch, lest he should get down off the cart, I quickly threw the switch. The trailer tipped, the rarey fell, and as it tumbled out, I was most surprised when I heard the rarey shout. Its words reached me quite clearly, words that made me frown. This is what the rarey said as it tumbled down and down. "It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary."